Hey guys, this is Jason, and we're going to learn how to set up our thumb drives right now. Thumb drive or external USB drive is required for class. The reason for that is the computers have a program called Deep Freeze that wipes anything off of the computer when the computer restarts. So if you have anything saved on the computer, it's going to be gone. So we want to make sure you have a thumb drive or external USB drive with you whenever you come to class. It's required. And this way you can save your files and take them with you and come back to them if you need to. Now, it's a good idea to start with an empty thumb drive or USB drive for class. The reason for that is that sometimes in the Mac lab, certain manufacturers of thumb drives will create an interesting file structure or format structure. So in order for the drive to be usable on the Mac, we've got to reformat it for the Mac. Now, if you've got files on there already, they will be lost. So that's why we suggest using a thumb drive or USB drive that's fresh. It doesn't have to be new, just empty. So once you've got that, we're going to plug it into the computer, and we'll see a little icon for our thumb drive pop up on the desktop, and we just double click to open it up. And this is a program called Finder. Yours may look a little bit different. You may have this or this or this. What we want to do is choose the one with the bars there, or columns. And this column, this first column, is the root of the thumb drive. It's the very top of the drive structure. And we want to create a new folder in the root. So we right-click in this area and choose New Folder. And we're going to name our folder GRC33, lowercase, GRC33 underscore 2011 spring. Now, you'll notice that there are no spaces and no capitals in this folder name, and that's kind of a requirement. We can't have spaces in file and folder names that we're going to be putting on the internet. Some browsers just don't handle it well. So we need to make sure that we have underscores where we would normally have spaces, or just cut them out altogether. Also, the lowercase, the all lowercase thing, that's kind of for me in order to have some sanity when I'm trying to locate your projects and your files. We want to use all lowercase. Sometimes when these get up on the internet on our web server, if you have uppercase versus lowercase, the Linux may look at them as two separate folders, and it could create some confusion. So we just want to all stick with lowercase. And that's across the board, not only for this folder, but all the project folders, your named folder, and also all of the files and the working files that we create as well. So this is our class folder. Now we're going to create a project folder, and in the second column I'm going to right click and choose New Folder. And what I'm doing is I'm creating a new folder that's within this folder here. And I'm going to call this folder my last name and my first initial. Obviously yours is not a student, neither is mine. All lowercase, no space. And now we've created what is going to be referred to as your named folder. And with your named folder, which consists of your name, within your named folder we will find all of the project folders for this semester. And so I'll show you an example of what a project folder looks like. It's going to have a number and the name of the project. At the beginning of class, I will give you the number and the name of the projects for you to create the folder here. I will also give you the name of the file for that project that you will create as well. And it's required that you adhere to these naming conventions and also to the name that I assign to each project. In past semesters, we've had issues with students coming up with their own creative names, and their projects get lost and they don't get credit for it. So in order for you to get credit for all of your projects that you submit, we want to adhere to these naming conventions with no spaces, all lowercase, and make sure that we use the same name that I give out at the beginning of class. And that concludes setting up our thumb drives.